Welcome back to Deep Talk, ambassadors. We would like to know a little bit. We have such a very happy and long relationship, between Peru and Thailand. What about the Peruvian community in Thailand? What do they do, and vice versa? Do we have any Thai people there, and what do they do in your country?
Well, the Peruvian community in Thailand is around 200 people. One third is working with workers and family of the workers for Ajitai. No? The rest are women married with foreigners living in Thailand. Some married also with Thai people. And then independent people that have come here to work as, let's say, chef or boxers, different type of work. Thai people living in Peru is very small. I understand there are not more than 20. No? So very few Thai people living in Peru.
And ambassadors, now we in ASEAN, which you are fully aware, we are going through a very important period of creating some sort of a community. And one of the things that we talk about would be the ASEAN Economic Community. Of course, not forgetting ASEAN Political Community, ASEAN Socio-Cultural Community. How do you see the changes in ASEAN affecting Peru? In particular, our relationship on trade, investment, and tourism. Would it be a plus or minus? Would it enhance our relation greatly?
We see the ASEAN Economic Community very positive because Peru, as I mentioned, has a very open economy. So we are looking globally to the world. No? And we are a Pacific basin country, so we are looking with very interest what is happening in Asia and also in particular in ASEAN countries. So that's why Peru, jointly with Mexico, Chile, Colombia, we have created the Pacific Alliance. That is a FTA between among these four countries in order to focus in a stronger way our relation with Asia and ASEAN in particular. That's why already we have started contacts with the Secretariat of the ASEAN in order to have informal contacts to establish some sort of partnership in the near future with the ASEAN country, because the economy, the global economy now, the main areas of development is in Asia and also in Latin America. So we have the strength and the capacity to enhance relations between not only bilaterally Peru and Thailand, but also between the Pacific Alliance with ASEAN in general. No? There's a lot of complementarity because what Latin American countries produce is mainly raw materials, no? or agricultural products, and mainly what Thailand export are processed products, no? Machinery, vacuum cleaners, air conditions, automobiles, no? So we complement each other, no? So there is not competition between the Pacific Alliance countries, but complementarity, and it's a big potential to develop relations.
Thank you, and I think we have really great potentials. When I was accompanying Prime Minister Chuan to visit your country in 1999, and the delegation took with them businessmen, and they found that in Latin America, in Peru, the demand for consumer product very high. In particular, air conditioner, electronic equipments. So I think the Thai people should be aware that a great market is over there. Consumer product in particular, processed food, as you say, processed product, and at the same time, a lot of raw materials, a lot of goods, from Latin America. The drink also, Bisco also very good.
Yes, yeah.
Should be more. But so a lot of things, are going on, and despite the distance, distance should not be a great barrier if one really try to do it, because the market is lying dormant there. waiting to be taken in a way ท่านผู้ชมครับท่านทูตก็ได้บอกว่าคนเปรูที่มาอยู่ที่นี่ก็ประมาณ200 กว่าคนนะส่วนใหญ่ก็มาทำงานกับบิ๊กโคล่านะฮะแล้วก็การลงทุนของคนไทยไปอยู่ที่นู่นก็ประมาณ20 คนนะฮะทีนี้ผมก็ถามว่าเรื่องการค้าเนี่ยเวลาประเทศไทยเนี่ยเข้าสู่ AC ASEAN Community หรือ AEC ต่างๆนานาเนี่ยนะที่มี3 พิลล่านี่นะจะมีผลกระทบกับเปรูอย่างไรไหมท่านบอกว่าไม่เพราะว่าเปรูเป็นประเทศเปิดยิ่งมีหน่วยยูนิตการค้าที่เปิดยิ่งดีกับเปรูนะครับเพราะงั้นก็เป็นสิ่งที่ดีนะครับทีนี้ผมก็จะถามท่านนิดหนึ่งว่าท่านเห็นในรูปแบบในอนาคตเป็นอย่างไรนะครับ Ambassador, how do you see our future directions for our relationship? What should be promoted? What should we do? Between Thailand and Peru. I know you have done a lot, during your time. Bilateral agenda for Peru and Thailand, listing a lot of things. Perhaps you can brief us a little bit.
Well, really, I think the potential and the project perspective are quite good. We have a common bilateral agenda that we review every 6 months, so it's working very, very well. I think the potential is quite big, but I must notice that Thai people need to be aware, especially businessmen, that despite Thailand already have 1/3 of the export of the ASEAN countries to South America, the type of product that Thailand export are the same that export China, Japan and Korea. So when you examine the figures, the share of the export of Asia or China, Japan and Korea and ASEAN countries, it dramatically changed. For example, Japan have 17% of exports to South America, Korea around 15%, China almost 60%, and the share of Thailand only 4%. And all these countries have trade offices in all Latin American countries, and Thailand just have 4 trade offices in South America. So the capacity of Thailand to compete with the big players is very small if they have not presence. So my recommendation is that Thailand should open more embassies in South America in particular, and more trade offices. And one in Lima, because you have an embassy in Lima, but you don't have a trade office. And your trade office is covered from Santiago, but Santiago, and it covers not only Peru, covers Colombia, Ecuador, and Bolivia. So the distance, as you know, in South America is quite huge. So it's almost impossible to make a real promotion so far. So the best option should be to open a Thai trade office in Lima that could cover Ecuador, Colombia, that is more close. Ecuador from Quito from Lima is just 1,500 kilometers. Colombia 2,000 something, but from Chile it's almost 4,000. It's quite far. So independently of your trade office in Chile, you should have one office in Lima to have more potential to compete with the 3 major countries.
ท่านผู้ชมครับผมก็เรียนถามท่านทูตนะครับว่าหลังจากนี้ไปเนี่ยเราจะทำอะไรได้บ้างที่จะส่งเสริมความสัมพันธ์ระหว่างเปรูกับประเทศไทยนะครับที่ท่านเห็นเนี่ยนะท่านก็บอกว่าประเทศไทยเนี่ยส่งสินค้าออกไปยังลาตินอเมริกา1 ใน 3ของอาเซียนทั้งหมดเลยนะครับแต่ถ้าไปเทียบกับญี่ปุ่นกับเกาหลีกับจีนแล้วเนี่ยนับว่าน้อยมากเพราะงั้นประเทศไทยเนี่ยก็ยังมีโอกาสที่จะไปส่งเสริมการค้าการลงทุนอยู่ในลาตินอเมริกานะครับท่านก็เสนอว่าน่าจะมีการเปิดสถานทูตมากขึ้นในลาตินอเมริกาเรายังไม่ค่อยมีสถานทูตเท่าไหร่และอย่างหนึ่งการส่งเสริมการค้าเนี่ยนะก็น่าจะมี Trade Office คือสำนักงานผู้ช่วยทูตฝ่ายการค้านะครับมากขึ้นด้วยนะครับเพราะว่าในลาตินอเมริกาเนี่ยแต่ละประเทศนี่มันอยู่ห่างไกลกันมากนะครับเรานึกว่าลาตินอเมริกาเนี่ยความจริงนี่เป็นทั้งทวีปแล้วก็ใหญ่โตแล้วก็แต่ละประเทศก็ใหญ่ๆทั้งนั้นนะครับก็ ก็ต้องขอบคุณท่านทูตนะฮะที่อุตส่าห์มาเล่าเรื่องเปรูให้ฟังแล้วโอกาสสำหรับนักธุรกิจนักการส่งเสริมการท่องเที่ยวของไทยเนี่ยยังมีอีกมากครับ Thank you very much, Ambassador, for sparing your time to come.
It was a
Hope
pleasure.
you can come to see us sometime
Sure.
in the future.
It will be a pleasure.
And people gain a lot of knowledge, from you, in particular, the potentials, in your country, for Thai businessmen and Thai tour operators. Thank you.
Thank you to you.